What's up, everybody? It's your girl Halo. I'm about to show you how to I'm about to show you how to do some DIY starter locks. Do them yourself. You do not have to pay nobody to do this. I mean, that's if your eyes work and your hands work, right? I think you can do it. You just have to have the patience. Come on. So I am starting on freshly washed wet hair, even though it looks dry as hell. It is wet. So your parting is going to be key. What size locks do you want? I want a medium size, kind of like a medium size lock, because I did this is going to be my third time starting my locks. And the first two times I didn't like the size they were. I feel like they were too big. So I decided to go a little bit smaller. And yeah, like I said, parting is key. So what I'm doing here, I'm just parting across the nape of my head so I can go ahead and get this started at the back. I know I want the my base to be not too small, but sturdy enough to hold the weight of the lock when it does grow out. And when you see me here, just making pre-parting the back of that row so I can make sure they are all consistent with the size they are. And you'll see me putting product on my hair. I try not to put any product on my scalp. I avoid that. I don't care about no clean parts. I care about my hair growing healthy out of my hair follicle. And I'm not clogging it up with all of these different edge controls. And I'll show you the product that I use at the end of this clip. I have many edge controls and many products that I could have used. I actually started out using a wax, and I didn't like how after it sat on my hair, it turned greasy. I did not like that at all. So I went ahead and did bought this. I went and bought this, and I love the hold on it. And it seems that it will wash out easy, but it holds the hair. So that's what I really like. It's not greasy. So here, I'm just showing you in real time me coiling my hair with this comb. You can do this with your fingers, but honestly, it's better if it's combed out. You just twirl it around with the comb the ends out. Make sure the root is tight, not too tight. We don't need no traction alopecia, okay? And then clip it. Simple. I would say the main thing is pick a direction that's comfortable for you, and if you're left-handed, right-handed, whatever way you want the lock to be twisted, pick what's comfortable to you. And also have in mind when you palm roll, if that's going to be a comfortable direction for you to be palm rolling in when you do have to retwist it. So keep that in mind. So you are going to need a comb that have teeth pretty close together to make sure that hair is coiled tightly. You can use a rat tail comb. It wouldn't make a huge difference. Just make sure the root is tight enough to clip down so it'll sit under the dryer when you're done, or you can let it air dry. It's up to you, right? But the main thing is this mirror. This mirror is a lifesaver, okay? You need this mirror. It has 3 sides to it. And I am also looking in a mirror that is behind me. So this is helping me tremendously. And after I'm done with the whole row, I make sure to put a little extra product on the root of the hair so that it won't unravel or anything like that, to make it last a little longer. And a tip to make your starter locks look a little more like they're locking faster, or to lock them faster actually, is to wet them a little bit. Since you're doing them yourself, you can wet them to the point where you can spritz them a little bit. It'll give them that frizz. And honestly, when I first started my first 2 sets of locks, I would wash my hair every week and then retwist it. Wash it, retwist it, wash it, retwist it. And honestly, the picture that you're going to see at the end is after 2 weeks, and it's already looking like I have locks, when I know if I wet it and actually take a comb to it, I can comb it out. Well, obviously, it's not locked after 2 weeks, but I'm just saying it's going to have that frizzy lock look to it sooner than if you were to just wear it and then wash it a month later. So water does help with the locking faster. And as you can see, I have a harder time on that side of my head because I'm right-handed. And so what I do is just try to get as much coil with the comb as I can. And then I take my finger and just twirl it around. That's the easiest way. That was the easiest way for me to do it. Okay, so what's most important to me is those edges. We have to make sure that these locks have a good base around the edges. I do not want my edges missing. I do not want any thinning. So I'm going to make sure the first things first, I'm going to do the locks around my perimeter. And then you're going to see me go back and create rows behind the locks that I create on my perimeter. I put a little bit more hair into those locks around the perimeter because the hair is a little thinner, right? So that is optional for you, but honestly, I feel like the locks that I have seen and what I've experienced the first 2 times I locked my hair, the locks in the front need to be a little bit thicker. And by thicker, I mean the base of it. The part needs to be a little bit wider, a little bit longer, depending on whatever type of part you're doing. It just needs to be a tad bit wider than the rest of your head. And you just have to remember, y'all, this is the hard part, right? But you only have to do this once, okay? After this, you just make sure it's the way you want it to be. And after this, all you have to do is go back in and retwist, okay? The parts will already be there. And the way I upkeep mine is going to be probably every 4 weeks. I'm retwisting because my hair grows super fast. So I'm going to have a lot of new growth if I wait 2 months to retwist my hair, and that's just not suitable for me. I want mine to be not neat in a sense, but just kept, right? And because I'm looking at longevity for these, so I'm gonna be taking care of them, making sure they are hydrated and moisturized, and my roots are always retwisted when it looks like it needs to be retwisted, because the longer you wait to retwist the hair, then you start having thinning and issues like that. I parted from across my nape all the way up till I got to my ear. And then once I got to that row, I went ahead and did all of the locks across the front of my head. So as you can see, I like the elongated, skinny type of look. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a rectangle shape lock. And that's what I have across the front of my head. I just like that when I see that shape or that type of part across the perimeter of the hair. That's what I really like. I also retwist and repair and lock and style other people's hair. And what I see the most is thinning around the edges. So please, this is key. Make sure the base in the front of your head is strong enough to hold the lock when it grows out. I'm just pulling out a couple hairs because I really don't have no baby hair. But I also don't want to look bald right there because the way my hairline is set up. Okay. So I was just showing y'all the front of the head. And so now that I have the front and the perimeter done, I'm just going to go through and create rows behind that. They don't have to line up with those parts you have in the front unless you want them to, right? I did not let them line up, or it's not a necessity for me. Because when I do let my hair down, I love the full look. So I'm not really pressed about making sure those parts all line up. So when I pull my hair back in a ponytail, it's not lines in the front of my head going all the way back. Okay, so I went around my head all the way around, round, until I got to the top, right? And then once I get to the top, I did 3 rows on one side, 3 rows on the other side. And that was based off of the size that I know I want them to be. So once I got to the top of my head, like the point of my head where that clip is, I'm not going to keep going around and around and around. I just started locking. I started parting straight back into rows like that. And you can keep going around, and basically have a base almost like you're doing knotless braids, right? But that's not the look that I wanted to go for. So I just kept going around and around until I got to pretty much the middle top of my head. And like I said, I did 3 rows on one side and 3 rows on that other side. Once I felt like that round part in the back of my head was going to come to a point. And that's not what I wanted. And this is the finished product. If you made it this far into the video, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments below. As you can see, I'm just looking at the consistency of the sizes of my parts. And also, I'm going to be posting some videos about different styles for short starter locks. I have a little video at the end right here that's going to show you a style that I did just to kind of keep it up and keep them from unraveling, because I go to the gym every day and I sweat, and then those roots get loose and I'm like, okay, this is not gonna work. But I got my knuckles, I got my dreads. You see me shaking my head. This is the style that I did. I just did 1 braid and bobby pinned it, 1 braid and bobby pinned it. Left a couple little pieces out in the front for like a little bang or whatever, and then 2 side pieces by my ear. And yeah, this is one of the styles that I did. It's going to be one of my go-tos. And I'm going to be posting a video, like I said, of different styles. Thank you for sticking with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see anything else with these locks, comment down below, and I will try to do it. Okay, bye.